Hey Pisces, and welcome to my channel, The Flourishing Mystic. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Welcome to your reading. Let's see what the current energy is. The Hanged Man, Pisces. Number 12. Immediately I am getting release the guilt. Stop putting yourself on the cross for things you think you did or didn't do. It's time to let go and surrender and allow yourself to just be. You've been hanging on in this old way of doing, this way that stems out of guilt, resentment, feeling obliged to do your life a certain way. The feeling is to start to release yourself from this hold that you have on yourself right now. It's no longer coming from anyone else but yourself. But the thing is, the tricky thing with the Hanged Man, you could feel like there was pressure from family, from higher ups, bosses, mother figures, paternal figures, spouses, that have put you in this sort of upside down, backward place, feeling like you can never get a grip or you're never grounded and able to fully grow and blossom and be the true Pisces that you are. You have the Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck. It's time to free yourself from this emotional, spiritual hanging, which is a self-undoing. You no longer have to be the martyr of your life, Pisces, Page of Wands. There is so much joy to be tapped into. Who told you that life had to be so miserable? Who told you life had to be so hard? Who told you you weren't doing life correctly? It's time to break down those thoughts and those thoughts that have become embedded in your emotional body, your emotional state. It's time to undo and it's time to unlearn a lot of things. The Empress. Your growth is inevitable if you allow yourself to grow, if you allow yourself to be released from this Hanged Man position, putting yourself up on the cross, crucifying yourself for every mistake, mishap, failure, where things didn't go right for you, blaming other people as well. The Empress is in her body. It's time to get back into your own body, mind, and spirit and have those be completely aligned. This is a time to see more for yourself in terms of love, in terms of your overall everyday life experience. What do you want your life to look like, truly? Not what you think a good life is, but what do you want your life to look like and be like? Without the expectations of the world on your shoulder, all the responsibilities, the weight. What does your ideal life look like? It feels like your higher spirit is summoning you now to go deeper. We can look to social media, we could look to friends, acquaintances, and see their lives, and maybe things look good on the surface, but are they? And that's why we never look to anyone outside of ourselves when it comes to desiring more. What does your inner heart and your inner knowing tell you is a good life for you, Pisces? It's time to know yourself. Who are you? Have you been in touch with you for a while? This is a new beginning here and an offering from the universe to start over, but start it. Do your life the way you truly want to do it, Pisces, the Fool card, and that requires you to maybe not live up to other people's expectations of you. But like I just made a post recently about the new moon in Leo, and I wrote, in failing to live up to the expectations of others, you could supersede your own. You can go above and beyond the expectations you've had for yourself. You are worthy of this life. You are worthy to be just who you are. No more facades. No more expectations. Let it all fall down and start anew. You can start fresh now. The Fool card. Time to break down the facades, the Tower. Deconstruct so you can construct again anew. Okay, like I mentioned earlier, there's a strong message here about deprogramming and unpacking and unlearning so that you can learn again. So you may want to do this with someone who's qualified and can be a guide and guide you through this tower. This almost feels like a wrecking ball of all what you thought to be true, no longer being true anymore for you. It could be intense. So to have a good guide or a mentor, therapist, to help you also build your way back up. Build your life the way you truly want to build it. It's not about norms, it's not about expectations, it's not even about the culture anymore. It's what does Pisces want? What is good for Pisces? Not what is the standard and the norm. What is truly good for Pisces and Pisces soul? Seven of Cups, Four of Swords. You have a lot to think about moving forward, but sometimes the more we think and the more we ponder leaves us more confused than ever. So the true way to get to the bottom of this is through connecting to your inner self, your inner heart, your inner knowing. of what you know to be true for you. Pondering and questioning and debating and using the human mind and faculty only gets you so far. It's going within. I'm also getting you will start becoming your own muse and your own source for unlimited creative potential, unlimited wealth if you so desire, beautiful romantic experiences unlike you've ever experienced before. But you got to get out of the mind and thinking that the mind is going to help you through this, because it won't. Your inner sage, your inner knowing, your intuition on its deepest level is what is going to give you the answers. King of Cups. Tune in. You know, they say water runs deep. Well, you're going to have to go deep and dive a little deeper than you ever been before. No more surface swimming. It's time to do the deep dive. Do the deep dive. Solitary witch, heal yourself first. High Priestess at the bottom. This card is about healing yourself first. It begins with you. Believe in yourself. The solitary witch is not worried about what others are doing. She prefers to practice alone in the sacred space of her choosing, rather than rely on a coven to support her. She may meet with others occasionally, but ultimately she knows her path is her own to walk in her own time. Many will call upon her for her gifts, which she is happy to share, but first and foremost is her own healing. For she knows she is of little use to anyone else without first supporting herself. Pulling solitary, which is a sign that you have overlooked yourself. You may need to spend more time in solitude, treat yourself to a rare experience, or spend more time developing your gifts before sharing them with others. Pulling this card can also signify that your healing work starts within. You may need to work on healing your ancestral lines, or you're being called to develop a better relationship with your spirit guides. If your question involves others, receiving this card guides you to focus on how you can be a better person in your relationship. It's unlikely you'll change the other person's mind, but you can change how you manage your response to their behavior. It may be time to walk away. Additional meanings. You are being called to rely more on yourself. You are the only tool you need at this time. You have the qualities that you are jealous of in others. Turn inward and focus on finding and developing those qualities within yourself. Speak to yourself as you would a lover. Worship yourself as sacred and develop more self-love. How fitting, Pisces. We talked about going within, going real deep. We talked about letting go of the resentments, the bitterness. I like how the message included jealousy. When Pisces enters bitterness or resentment or jealousy, it's because you are witnessing the qualities in other people that you know are within yourself, but you haven't even allowed yourself to tap into or live and experience. It's like you have put red tape, or you have sheltered yourself from living a truly good life. I don't know why. You can live truly a wonderful life if you so desire, if you allow yourself to break down maybe the ancestral lines of pain and wounds and needing to work so hard and strive so hard and be something other than you're not. So going within, going deep, realizing that you have everything you need at your disposal right now to be all that you can be. You no longer need anything outside of yourself to make you happy and fulfilled, because that will be an endless search. You'll never reach your destination by doing life that way. It's time to realize that you are perfect, whole, and complete in all of your phases, all of your shortcomings. And all of the perfections as well. Okay? This is about being imperfectly perfect. Being who you truly are. Okay, now this is also a time of healing. You do have the Four of Swords, and I would say healing from the over-deliberation and the overthinking. Trying to think your way through healing. Trying to outsmart your own intuition. Your intuition needs to be honored. You haven't been honoring it. And it shows. One other thing is stop looking to outside resources and people unless, it's that qualified mentor or therapist that can help guide you through this breakdown to help you reconstruct. No, you don't have to do it completely alone. But in terms of seeking outside validation, that's the thing you want to target and break down at this time. You got clarity and you have shamanic journey. Planning, releasing illusion. Purpose, attunement, and vision quest. So I'm immediately getting, now is not the time to think you need to have it all figured out. You could definitely be a late bloomer or perceive yourself to be a late bloomer, and that's okay. Let go of the shame around that. For you to get clarity with this eagle energy and shamanic journey, this is pretty major. You got the Corn and the Council, and they so happen to be number 10 and 11. Corn represents the mother of sustenance and tangible abundance. This symbol represents material prosperity in the world of form that provides stability and sustenance to many. There is more than enough. Some of you worried about not having enough material security, possessions, etc., but this is a reminder that just take a look around. There is more than enough. Let go of the fears and the worries when it comes to your financial position. Also, this is a pointing to you are more than enough. You are more than enough. Something important here. Beware of shortcuts to your dreams or a fast track being offered to you right now. Be especially mindful of your feelings of entitlement or an expectation to get something for nothing. This is a time for gratitude, perseverance, and humility. Be prepared to work toward your goals and plant the seeds of your intentions consciously and respectfully. Release the insecure thoughts of scarcity, feeling that there is not enough, or worry that someone else could take what is yours. Know that the universe will always provide, but you must be in a relationship with it in order to receive. You will reap what you sow. Take heart. Even if you didn't plant well and have conjured up the illusion of a drought, there is always a new season to begin again. Chills. I'm getting chills for you, Pisces. This is huge. This is a major, major message from your highest self to you. Like, no BS. No sugarcoating it. The Council are the luminous beings who hold the collective wisdom of humanity. The Invitation. The Council has a message for you. Listen with your inner senses. The handwriting is already on the wall. So look about you and you will discern its meaning. Do not wait for further signs. Embark on the journey to love deeply. Forgive sincerely. And dare gently. Take the leap without requiring life to assure you of success. That's important right there. Take the leap without requiring life to assure you of success. The medicine. You are never alone. Turn to the Council to find the guidance you seek. And listen to the voice that arises spontaneously. Turn a deaf ear to the nagging voice from your ego that tells you that you are not up for the task before you. Create a spiritual feast for the Council. Invite them to your altar every time you meditate or pray. When momentum is building and you don't know how to stop fueling the fire or reverse the damage, Kali brings grace and freedom from negative patterning and stubborn mindsets. Resistant to change, now is a powerful time for spiritual work and healing practices. She will support the work, and much growth can come from it. The storm shall be gentled. You shall emerge unharmed. The storm, the tower, will be gentled. This is not an easy period of your life, but it's a necessary one. It's a deep calling. It's a wake-up call, really. This is a call to learn true self-reliance, self-validation, self-love. Knowing that you are enough and that you have enough right now. More is to be had, but that's not the point. The point is, if you keep striving for anything outside of yourself to make you happy, you never will be happy. Find solace now. Chaos will give way to the highest order of love. Let there be peace in your heart, as Blue Tara looks to her right, gazing towards the future. She sees a vision of your peaceful, protected, and authentically expressive future. You have every right to feel hopeful, happy, and secure in the destiny now unfolding for you. I knew I had to pull another card. This is confirmation that you are on the right path. You are in the midst of a storm. The storm will be gentled through your own personal healing, your own personal understanding that you are enough. And that life doesn't have to promise you reward in order for life to be good and joyous and fulfilling. Find joy now in your creative expression, in your spirituality, in your ability to love other people, forgive other people, and most importantly, love yourself. This is what I have for you. If you resonated with this reading, let me know. Until next time.